Hello and welcome to another useful video. Today is a super exciting day because we have another smartwatch battle. Yes, that's right. Today's contenders are the KOSPET Optimus Pro and the LEMFO LEM 9. To begin, we're going to cover the specifications. And starting with the KOSPET Optimus Pro, it's got an MTK6739 processor, an 8 megapixel camera, a 1.39-inch display with a resolution of 454 by 454, 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of ROM, and an 800 milliamp hour battery. The LEMFO LEM 9 also has a 1.39-inch display with a 454 by 454 resolution, the MTK6739 chip, 1 gig of RAM, 16 gigabytes of storage, and a 600 milliamp hour battery. Both of these watches run a full version of Android 7.1 and have a water resistance rating of IP67. Moving on to the styling of these watches, they're both very attractive in their own right. The first thing that stands out to me with the LEMFO LEM 9 is the beautiful blue color and the front-facing camera, which is prominent on the bottom lower lip of the watch face. Meanwhile, with the KOSPET Optimus Pro, you have that really gorgeous ceramic bezel mixed with the black color, and it looks like a really stealthy, beautiful watch, especially on the hand. So both of these watches do have a very good aesthetic and they look great. So no matter what the occasion or where you're using them or wearing them, you're going to feel confident knowing that you have a stylish timepiece on your wrist. In terms of button placement, the KOSPET has both the buttons and the camera on the right side, the ceramic bezel around the watch face, and nothing on the left side of the watch. On the back side of the watch, you have the heart rate monitor, the SIM cover, and the charging ports, followed by the microphone and speaker ports. Overall, a very nice package. Also note that the KOSPET watch has removable watch straps. Moving on to the LEMFO watch, it's got the speaker port on the left side of the watch. On the bottom, you have the heart rate monitor, SIM card cover, and charging port. And then on the right side, you have both of the selector buttons as well as the microphone. You also have a front-facing camera for video calls and non-removable straps. If you've seen my other reviews on Android smartwatches running Android 7.1, then the menu systems on both of these watches will be very familiar to you. They're the standard 7.1 Chinese Android smartwatch menu and launcher, so it is actually pretty easy to use and modify to your liking, and they do give you access to the App Store so that you can download any app pretty much that you want. Additionally, because these watches have 16 gigs of RAM on the LEMFO and 32 gigs of RAM on the KOSPET, you do have enough storage space to download games and other apps onto the watch. Note, you don't have a SD card or micro SD card slot to get more memory out of the watch, so if that's a deal breaker for you, you might want to consider getting the KOSPET as it does have a lot more memory than the LEMFO watch. But overall, the operation and the use of the menu system is very straightforward and easy to use. Both of these smartwatches sport a 1.39-inch Amoled display with 454 by 454 resolution. And both of these screens are very nice and provide a very great viewing experience for the user. However, in my eyes, I feel like the LEMFO LEM 9 screen is a little bit better than the KOSPET screen. However, the display on both of these watches is very nice. Both of these smartwatches allow for a nano SIM card to be inserted to make some calls. And here's a sample with both of these watches.
Thank you for mobile. This call may be recorded for quality assurance. To re-up your service, say 1.
One.
To line your account, say 2. To
One.
transfer your phone number, say 3. To enroll all the lines in your account.
One.
To re-up your service, press or say 1. To add a line to your account. To pay using a credit or debit card, say 1. Let's pay your account. This call may be recorded for quality assurance. To re-up your service, say 1. To add a line to your account, say 2.
1.
To pay using a credit or debit card, say 1. If you already have a service plan PIN, say 2.
1.
Okay, let's pay your account.
Coming up, there'll be a sound sample from the LEMFO LEM 9, followed by the KOSPET Optimus Pro. Hello, this is an audio recording of the LEMFO LEM9 microphone. This test will test the microphone quality, the playback quality, the speaker crispness, and the overall fidelity of the recording. Again, this is done on the LEMFO LEM9 smartwatch.
Hello, this is an audio recording of the LEMFO LEM9 microphone. This test will test the microphone quality, the playback quality, the speaker crispness, and the overall fidelity of the recording. Again, this is done on the LEMFO LEM9 smartwatch.
This is a recording to test the playback, microphone, speaker, and overall audio quality of the KOSPET Optimus Pro 4G smartwatch.
This is a recording to test the playback, microphone, speaker, and overall audio quality of the KOSPET Optimus Pro 4G smartwatch.
To my ears, it sounds like the KOSPET does sound better, but what about the camera and the video quality of video recordings? Here's a couple of samples, and you guys can let me know what you think. We're going to start with the LEMFO, followed by the KOSPET. This is a video recording of the LEMFO LEM9 smartwatch. This video is testing the audio quality, the recording quality, the picture stability, the overall color saturation, the contrast, the shadows, and the overall enjoyment of the video. Now this LEMFO LEM9 has a front-facing camera, so you have to be creative with how you hold it when you're taking videos. Again, this is the sample of the LEMFO LEM9. This is a video test of the KOSPET Optimus Pro, basically showing how the watch works, how it takes video, the detail of the video, the sound recording, the video stability, the color reproduction, and the overall viewing pleasure of the video. So as you can see, video capture is actually really nice on this camera. And while I'm taking the video right now, it seems to be doing a pretty good job keeping the video steady and smooth. In terms of the camera and video quality, it looks like they're about the same. So, what's the final verdict? Which smartwatch do I think is better? Ultimately, for me, I think the KOSPET Optimus Pro is a better watch. And there's several reasons for this. First, it's got removable bands, it's got more storage and memory, and also it's got a better microphone, and the watch just seems to work a little bit better than the LEMFO LEM 9. However, the LEMFO LEM 9 does have a better screen and a better speaker. So they both have pros and cons, and ultimately, at the end of the day, you really have to think about what's important to you. If you make a lot of video calls, I'd recommend going with the LEMFO LEM 9. If you want a watch that can download a lot of apps and play a lot of games, I'd probably go with the KOSPET Optimus Pro because it's got more memory and RAM. However, both of these watches are pretty equal in terms of performance. So really, it's a lot to do with your personal preference. I, however, still think that overall, based on a lot of different things, the KOSPET Optimus Pro should be the winner. It seems like it's better made. It's a little bit easier to wear because the straps are more adjustable than those on the LEMFO LEM 9. And in my humble opinion, I think the KOSPET watch does look better. The one thing that I think that the LEMFO LEM 9 does really well is that it has a beautiful screen and great speaker. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Have a wonderful day, and stay tuned for more videos.